eyeshadows, this is where I really just couldn't decide what I wanted to talk about because I had several that I reach for all the time. So I'm just gonna get right into it. The first is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I used some shades in here in my look today, some of the matte transition shades. I did a whole palette challenge on this with my friend Jessica. I will have that link down below so you can get a full review and tutorials, not tutorials, but different looks that I use using this palette, but it is definitely one of my favorite purchases and one of my most reached for palettes of 2014. I also have to give a shout out to the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I don't think you can go wrong with these, no matter what colors you get or whether it's matte, whether it's shimmer, whether it's sparkly, metallic, they're all really wonderful. I have this on my inner corner. This is Shimma Shimma in my inner corner today. Cocoa Bear is a cult favorite. It's that warm reddish brown matte. I have to give a shout out to Cosmopolitan, a gorgeous color. I don't own anything else like it. It's so beautiful. It's like this coral kind of golden shade that's just so gorgeous all over the lid. And another favorite of mine is this matte burgundy shade called Bitten. Super inexpensive, really great quality product, and you can build your own palette. You can get the colors that you want, that you know you're going to use, and make it something that's customizable to you. So I will have a link for Makeup Geek down below if you're not familiar with them and you want to check them out. Another palette I have to give a shout out to because it is absolutely a most reached for me is the Lorac Pro palette, and they did a wonderful job of this. They have the matte shades up top, shimmery shades on the bottom, and for me it's a perfect combination of neutrals, of a little bit pops of color over here. The formula on these is super creamy, really easy to blend, highly pigmented, and they're wonderful. They're so great. Now, if you look at this and you say, I don't know if I like those colors, then check out the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I personally don't feel the need to buy that one because the colors don't speak to me, but if you're in the store and you're looking between the two of them, I don't think you would be disappointed if that's the palette that the colors speak to you more on, because it's the same quality as these, which is really amazing, and they do a great job even in that palette of a shade range, just not quite colors that I'm interested in purchasing. But what I love about this is I get multiple matte transition shades, which some palettes they only give you like one matte transition shade. Taupe, Taupe, Mauve, and Sable are three colors that I like to use as transition shades. I also find that the black in here is really nice. This garnet color is so stunning all over the lid, so you really can get some great kind of neutral looks to it, or really colorful, I'm not gonna say really colorful, but boldly colorful and metallic kind of looks as well. It just does a really great job blending out pigmentation, all that good stuff. Two more eyeshadow products that are ones that I'm constantly reaching for. The first is the Maybelline Color Tattoos, and three of my favorite shades are, what are you? Barely Branded, which I used on my lid today. It's just kind of a neutral champagne-y kind of color. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's kind of, it is metallic-y. It's definitely, look, that's terrible. It's definitely a metallic kind of finish, but it's more on like the nudish side. So it does a really great job of concealing and kind of covering any discoloration you may have on your eyelids. These work wonderfully as eye bases. I very rarely wear these on their own, but I do love them as an eye base to set eyeshadow on top of. I find that it really gives eyeshadow something to cling to, and with certain colors that you put over these, it allows those eyeshadows to really pop and really be bold on the eyelids. So Barely Branded's one of my favorite. For taupe eye, I love using Tough as Taupe, which is a taupe color. This is a matte finish, but really great for any kind of taupe look. And then a absolute like one that I'm always reaching for whenever I do like a berry type burgundy eye is Pomegranate Punk. Pomegranate Punk. And this is a little bit more metallic-y, but it's that beautiful kind of burgundy color, and I just love it with any kind of berry tone on top of it. I also reach for all the time are the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. These are, to me, I feel like you need to own these. If anything, you have to have one of these in your life, and you can decide what color works best for you. They have such a variety of color, and they're always releasing kind of limited edition or special ones for the seasons and things like that. So they are just so amazing. They're really interesting formula. They look like this. They're super metallic. If you don't like metallic, don't own one of these, but they're super metallic and they are just so pigmented, so smooth and glittery. Not glittery, but I mean, look at the way the light catches it. It's stunning. I have this shade here, which is Amber Rush. Yeah, I have Amber Rush all over my eyelids today. And I love these because you can kind of go either way with it. Sometimes I just take a little bit, dab it on the eyelid, put a little bit mascara on, and it's kind of like my daytime running errands, but didn't want to not have makeup on look. Or you can really glam it up with adding transition colors, deepening the crease, anything like that. So, Amber Rush, definitely a favorite of mine, as is Bronze Taupe, which is a little bit deeper of a color. And then two fun colors that I think are great are Golden Sage, which is a green, and Burst into Bloom, which is a purple. So you can add these together. Sometimes I do Amber Rush with Toughest Taupe kind of in the upper, or not upper, in the crease area, or like I said, wear them by themselves, wear them with other eyeshadows. They're easy to apply. All you need is your finger, and they just go on the lid so smoothly. They reflect the light so beautifully. Just a absolutely most reached for product. 3 crease brushes that I want to mention, and they're all a little bit different, and I use these pretty much every time I do an eye look, whether it's all 3 of them, a combination of 2 of them, but I'm at least using one of these every time I do my eye makeup. First and foremost is the Sigma Tapered Blending, the E40. It looks like this. This brush is huge, but it's wonderful for really blending out that crease area. If I apply a transition color and it's too deep or too dense of what I'm looking for, I go in with this nice and clean and just buff it, buff it, buff it, and it does a great job of blending it out and just making that color kind of diffuse a little bit so that it works better, and it's just really great for that. I really love this Makeup Geek Soft Dome Brush. Now, this has a little bit more of a tapered tip here, and I like this because this really gets into that crease, where this is great for blending and kind of diffusing out the area. This is great for application into the crease because it really gets in there, but it's soft enough to also blend the color out. And then finally, this brush is $1. It's from e.l.f. and it is just the blending brush. This is smaller and a bit more precise of a blending brush than these two are. Like, you can see the difference between the 3 of them. But I really like this for a little bit more of a precise application in the outer corner, and it also does a great job of blending it out but not diffusing the product. So it keeps the pigmentation of the color and keeps it a deep color with blending it out so that it's not a harsh line, if that makes sense. So these are absolutely 3 of my most reached for blush. These are 3 of my most reached for eye brushes. Okay. On to lips. Like I mentioned in the intro, I could not pick lip products or lipsticks or lip crayons or lip glosses that are my most reached for because I'm constantly rotating them. So I just didn't have anything that I felt were ones that I've reached for over and over again or were my tried and true, because I am always rotating them. However, 2 things that I do want to mention are lip liners. This one I have on today, and I absolutely love this lip liner. This is my favorite winter lip liner, and it is the Jordana Easy Liner in Plush Plum. It looks like this. Now, I find that in the wintertime, I wear bold lips. I love a berry, I love a burgundy or a red or anything, and this kind of goes with all of them. It's like the perfect color for all the shades that I wear. There it is right there, right there. And I always line my lips and then fill them in and then apply a lipstick on top of it. I don't find that this bleeds outside of my lip lines. It's really smooth and creamy applying. It gives me an even application, and it has a really inexpensive price tag on it. I have other of the Jordana liners and I like them. This is just one of the ones that I reach for the most because of the color of it for the winter or fall and winter months. So definitely I suggest you go out, check I think they're sold at Walgreens. Check Walgreens, check them out, find the liner shade that speaks to you and get you some because they're amazing. And I have to give a shout out to the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the shade East End Snob. It's like a nude color. This is a Your Lips But Better type of color. It's kind of that mauvey nude pink, I guess you could say. And I love this for a natural lip. Sometimes I just line my lips, fill it in with this, and then put like a nude gloss over it, or a cream color, like not cream colored, but a baby pink or anything like that. It's such a beautiful nude lip color. This is the kind of nude that I like. I'm not into the peachy nude or the brown nude. I like the pinky kind of nude and a little bit more in the mauve tone. So this is perfect for that. It glides on really smooth, again, like the Jordana one. Smooth application, really creamy feeling on the lips, no bleeding, even coverage. Fantastic product. These are a little bit more pricey than the Jordana ones, so this is the only one of these that I own, but I own a lot of the Jordana ones. Now for some kind of different products that are my most reached for that I haven't ever talked about here, but I kinda want to give a shout out to. First and foremost, your skin needs to be hydrated. You need to put moisturizer on your skin. You have to protect this. You only get one skin and you gotta take care of it. My tried and true is Oil of Olay. I have been using this for, I can't even tell you how long, and it's one of those things where my mom always used it. I always saw it on her nightstand or her dresser, and I would always like sneak it when I was little and thought I was being so grown up, and then as I got older, this is what I purchased. This is my tried and true. I really don't, I use other moisturizers now because I get them in my Birchbox or my BoxyCharm or my Ipsy, but this is my go-to. I will continue to repurchase this because this is what works for me, and this is the original like pink bottle. I know they have like a white bottle or a yellow one. This is my baby. This is the one that I love, most reached for, always hydrating my skin with this, and absolutely love it. Okay, for taking off makeup, I have two things that I want to mention. I use, to take my makeup off, I always use makeup wipes, and I'm always buying different kinds, different brands to try them out, see how they work, see how they, you know, pair up to other ones that I've used. And I always buy them on sale, to be honest with you. If it's on sale, I'll probably buy it if I'm in need of them. However, throughout the year, I have found that the ones that I gravitate towards the most, and that if I see it on a sale, whether I'm out or not, I will purchase them, is the Neutrogena ones. Now, this is the Deep Clean Oil-Free Makeup Remover ones. I also have in my bathroom the, it's the lavender, it's like the nighttime one. The cloths on these, let's take one out so you can kind of see. Okay, the cloths on these are a decent size. So they're a good size. I mean, it covers my whole face if I needed it to. They're soft feeling, and that's what I love, because I've used other brands that they don't feel soft and they kind of hurt my face, and I'm not looking to really exfoliate when I'm taking my makeup off. I just want to remove the product that's there, and this doesn't feel gritty. It doesn't, you know, it feels very nice on the skin. I don't find that it leaves a lot of residue behind it, but of course I do always wash my face when I'm done using this, and I find that it does a really good job of removing my makeup. So these are definitely a favorite of mine, and one of my most reached for. You know, like I said, I always try new ones, but if I can get these on a sale, I absolutely will, and I will continue to use them. Another makeup remover product is this Sonia Kashuk, and it's just eye makeup remover. It looks like this. So it actually has 3 parts to it. No, it has 2 parts to it, and this is empty. Melissa, holy moly. Okay, so if you haven't seen this, this is sold at Target. It's a little bit higher in price, I think, but still fairly inexpensive. I mean, it's, gosh, I don't even remember how much it is. I want to say it's like $12 or something like that, but I could totally be wrong. I love this. When I first purchased this, I can't remember who I saw review this or talk about it, but I was like, all right, I need to give this a shot. It says, it's fresh as water makeup remover, activates when shaken to gently whisk away even waterproof eye makeup while conditioning and refreshing the skin. No stinging, it is an ideal for sensitive skin and contact lens wearers. amazing. You have to try this. If you have a hard time removing your eye makeup, and I had this because I layer on mascara and I use waterproof mascara, and even my claws would not get it off. I would find that I would think I got it all off, and the next morning I would wake up and have all black under here because it was leftover residue. Since I started using this, I have no leftover residue. I put a little bit and it takes the smallest amount, such a little bit on like a cotton square. Wipe it a few times across my eye and you should see it pulls everything right off. There's no tugging. It feels a little bit kind of oily, but I always just, like with the cleansing cloths, is I always just kind of wash my eye when I'm done using it to just get any of that residue away or to eliminate any of the residue. And it just really does a great job of cleaning it. And since I've been using this, I have nothing left over. The next morning, my eyes are so clean. There's nothing there, and it doesn't burn. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It's amazing. Absolutely. If you have a hard time removing makeup, try this. I think you will very much enjoy it. So definitely most reach for. That's going to be my, eye makeup remover from here on out because I love it so much. The last product that I want to mention is kind of a silly one, but I saw it in my bathroom and I was like, I need to mention this because this is absolutely a most reached for product of mine, and it is the original Turbie twist. Right? Do you guys have this? You need this in your life. I'm not even kidding you. So here's what it looks like, okay? So it's like this triangle, triangle shape like this. You put your head in this side, and then what you do is you like twist it up and pull your hair back, and then it secures into this little elastic loop that's right there, and it holds all your hair right up in there so you can sit and do your makeup. Or sometimes, I go and I wash dishes or I'm cleaning and I just have my hair up in that. And what this does is whenever, it's towel material, but it's so absorbent that it helps to dry your hair faster. And I've tried imitation ones. No, don't waste your money on it. Get the original one. This is from Bed Bath & Beyond. It's $10, but you get 2 of them in here. So they're $5 a piece. And it's just, with the way that it secures into this little elastic strip, it stays put. It never falls on me. It holds, it's great for my makeup because it holds everything out of my face so I can do my makeup application. And most importantly to me, it dries my hair fast. I hate drying my hair. I hate sitting there with a blow dryer. I have long hair, I have thick hair, and not that I'm complaining, I love my hair, I just hate blow drying it. So with this, it eliminates my blow dry time because it's so absorbent that it gets all the excess water out, and then when I'm blow drying, it doesn't take as long. So absolutely a most reached for. I think if you don't have this, you need to get this in your life, and you can thank me later because it's amazing. Alright guys and gals, that is it. I know this was a long one, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for sticking around to the end here, and I hope you guys enjoyed my most reached for products of 2014. I am so excited for what 2015 has to bring. I really just want to work on my channel here and bring you the best reviews, tutorials that are easy to follow but give you really great looks, and I really just hope that you stick with me, and please leave me comments and have conversation with me. I'd love to hear from you guys and know what you're interested in and what products you're loving or hating, or what kind of tutorials you like to see. I appreciate all the feedback that I get from all of you. If you liked this video and if you had a wonderful 2014, give this video a giant thumbs up. And thank you again so much for supporting me in 2014. I look forward to more videos in 2015, and I'll see you next time. Bye!